Left in the fast lane, racing on a track with nothing to show. The dust kept flying, feel the fire grow. Gray skies rolling, but we're good to go. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you're already there? And if you close your eyes, do you feel the speed in the air? Ready to race, we're never gonna quit. Caught up in the thrill of the ride, we won't miss. We're taking the lead tonight. Running full throttle, let's light up the sky. We'll have it, come on, yes please. Racing fast, feel the breeze. We're the ones you need. No one's faster, come and see. We're burning rubber, feeling alive. Through the turns, we keep it wild. Dust is rising, adrenaline high. Willamette, let's fly, fly, fly. Ready, we're racing. We were never gonna quit. Caught up in the thrill of the ride, we won't miss. We'll aim it. We're taking the lead tonight. Running full throttle, let's light up the We'll have it, come on, yes please. Racing fast, feel the breeze. We're the
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Willamette Speedway. We are getting ready to go racing here. Your first race out on the night is going to be your Speedway Kart Trophy Dash. On the inside of the front row, in the number 44 is Zoe Chastain. To her outside, your fast qualifier of the night in the 24 is Aaliyah McDaniel. McDaniel gonna get the start. Good start for the 24. Both these young ladies right there, nose to tail. Now Chastain, oh, little bobble out of the 24 McDaniel. That'll allow the Chastain in the 44 to get down inside of her. Zoe Chastain in the 44, your lap leader on race leader on lap number 1. McDaniel now drops to the bottom, trying to fight back behind the 44. McDaniel a little loose out of the corners. Zoe Chastain a little better planted to the ground. 2 laps to go this time around for the 44 of Zoe Chastain. Chastain still your race leader. Zoe McDaniel, Aaliyah McDaniel trying to fight back. Little wide that time out of turn 4. White flag for Zoe Chastain. Aaliyah McDaniel fighting that car a little bit. Zoe Chastain into turn 3 and 4. Your Trophy Dash winner for your Speedway Karts, the 44, Zoe Chastain. Aaliyah McDaniel in the 24 will finish in the number 2 position. Good race for both those young ladies right there. Your next race out onto the track will be your WPCK Cage Kart Division. On the inside of the front row, sponsored by Misguided Racing, Plug Ugly Designs, and Rose Hill Ranch, that is going to be Eli Finn. To his outside in the number 21, sponsored by Albany Toyota, Dipped by Liz, that is going to be Tim Freer. Inside of the back row, in the number 56, that is Caden Marentate. And your fast qualifier of the night in the number 25, that is going to be Mike Barlow. Green flag out of turn, showing him 1 this time out of turn 4. We are going to go green flag racing next time around. Your front row of Finn and Freer. Finn and Freer gonna bring him around this time around. Freer has the pace. They'll be going green out of turn number 4 this time around. Freer and Finn on the front row. Marentate and Barlow on the back row. Green flag out of turn 4. Good start for your outside line. Tim Freer going to lead him down into 1 and 2. Finn going to fight back on the bottom. Still 2 by 2 down the backstretch. Now Tim Freer able to clear the 173 of Finn. Tim Freer in the 21, your race leader. Then followed by Finn, Marentate, and Barlow still side by side. Now Caden Marentate able to sneak past Mike Barlow and secure the 3rd position. Little bobble out of the 56 there. That'll try Barlow now. That opens the door for Barlow to try to get on the inside. Those 2 drivers fighting very hard for the 3rd place position. A white flag this time around though for Tim Freer. Freer in the 21 gonna lead the last lap. Now a little bobble out of the 21. That'll open the door for the 173 of Finn. Does Finn have anything? He does not. Out of turn 4, your Trophy Dash winner will be the 21 of Tim Freer. Eli Finn 2nd. 25 of Mike Barlow will finish 3rd. And rounding out the field will be the 56 of Caden Marentate. Zoe Chastain in the 44 is still your race leader now. Aaliyah McDaniel is trying to fight back. Oh, big run for McDaniel down in the 3 and 4. Big push coming out of the exit, though. Chastain able to keep it a little better down low. McDaniel still fighting that car a little bit loose through the corners. That'll allow the door to open up a bit more for Chastain on the race lead. Zoe Chastain very smooth down low in the gutter up front. The 44 looking very good so far tonight. She has won everything there is to win yet so far. She's working on getting this one going again. Currently, we are halfway down, 6 to go. Zoe Chastain in the 44. Now McDaniel starting to close back in. Aaliyah McDaniel in the 24, able to close way back in on the 44. Now McDaniel, oh, contact! Contact between the 44 and the 24. McDaniel's able to keep it going. We will stay clean and green. Little sibling rivalry we got going on there. These two drivers' sisters on the track right now. Very cool situation we got going on there, seeing two sisters duking it out like this. No holds bar, though, as you can see with the contact that we had there. 2 laps to go for Chastain in the 44. McDaniel way sideways coming out of the 4th turn. Aaliyah McDaniel gonna spin it out. She'll keep it going as Zoe Chastain takes the white flag lap. This time out of turn number 4 in the 44. Zoe Chastain gonna be your heat race winner in the Speedway Kart division. Aaliyah McDaniel in the 24 will finish in the number 2 position. Very good race between those two drivers, able to go flag to flag from start to finish. The fast lap in that heat race was Zoe Chastain in the 44. She was able to turn an 11.858, 1.858. That is the fastest lap we have seen out of either of these two young ladies all night long. Moving next into our WPCK kart division on the inside of the front row, driving the number 28, sponsored by Lawn Ridge LLC, Sam's Place. The Moxie Motorsports driver, that is Larry Baker. To his outside, sponsored by Papa Tony, in the number 34, that is Allie McDaniel. Inside of row number 2, in the number 3, sponsored by Pete's Painting and Remodeling and S&T Cron Racing, that is Taylor Cron. We're green flag out and waving. The 21 is Tim Freer. The 173 is Eli Finn. The 56, Caden Marentate. And in the back of the pack is your fast qualifier, Mike Barlow. Your race leader on lap number 1 in the 34 is Allie McDaniel. Trouble for McDaniel. She's off the pace. Allie McDaniel off the pace. That'll send Mike Barlow around in the 25. Your race leader now is the 21 of Tim Freer. Larry Baker battling hard with Caden Marentate for second. Marentate gonna sneak down low. He's gonna bring this 173 of Finn with him. Now those two drivers gonna shoot it out hard for second place. Tim Freer, meanwhile, starts to space his gap as these drivers battle hard behind him. Mike Barlow in the back of the pack, your fast qualifier, having some trouble on the start there. See if he can wheel these guys back in and get back up to the field. Tim Freer now starting to feel a challenge from Caden Marentate in the 56. Eli Finn a little loose. That'll open the door for Larry Baker in the 28. Your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place cars all right there underneath the blanket. Current Caden Marentate lap after lap starting to close his gap on the 21 of Freer. Freer's still your race leader up front. We are halfway down, 6 laps to go this time around for Tim Freer. Now Caden Marentate, he has a gap down on the inside. Marentate in the 56 will be your leader going into turn 3. Freer gonna cross him over and fight back down on the inside. Marentate, your race leader. Now, Caden Marentate going to try to space his gap over the 21 of Freer. Freer going to fight back. Good battle between the 34 and the 28. Now Mike Barlow starting to make his way back through the field as he gets past the 3 of Cron. All right. Looking good up front now. Caden Marentate is starting to stretch his advantage. We are 9 laps down, 3 to go. Oh, trouble for Barlow again. The 25 car going to spin out on the front stretch. Mike Barlow going to keep it going this time again. We're going to still stay green. Now Barlow is right in front of the 56 of Marentate. Will Marentate make a challenge on the 25? That's a father-son duo right there. The 25 of Barlow and the 56 of Marentate. White flag is out for Caden Marentate. This time around, Caden Marentate into turn 3 and 4. Your race winner out of turn number 4, Caden Marentate, and the 56 will pick up the heat race win. Tim Freer second, Eli Finn third, Allie McDaniel fourth. Oh, trouble for Baker on the front stretch. That'll allow the 3 of Cron to get by for fifth. Larry Baker will finish sixth, and then Mike Barlow will round out the field, finishing seventh.
Speedway, bring him up.
We are going to roll now into our second round of heat races on the inside of the front row this time. That is going to be Aaliyah McDaniel in the number 24. To her outside in the 44, your trophy dash and first heat race winner. That is going to be Zoe Chastain. We are going to go green out of turn 4 this time around. Chastain setting a much slower pace than McDaniel did in the first heats. Now Zoe Chastain able to get a great launch off of the start over the 24 of McDaniel. Aaliyah McDaniel a little squirrely out of the second corner there. Zoe Chastain able to keep that car nice and planted in the front of the field right now. Up around goes the 24 McDaniel. She will go off the racing surface at the top of turn 2. We're going to go yellow, yellow, yellow this time around as McDaniel gets herself high-centered on the re-entrance to turn 2. Our first yellow flag of the night. Zoe Chastain in the 44 has been your race leader basically since the drop of the green flag tonight. She has given it everything she has to stay away from her sister in the 24. McDaniel in the 24 car, high-centered on the top, on the apex of the corner. Now track crew is going down to get her pushed back off the high side.
Get ready for your second heat. WPCK, second heat.
Not a lot of ground clearance on these little go-karts. As you can see there, with McDaniel getting high-centered on the top of the track, she is able to get back onto the racing surface. We are going to go back to green flag in just a moment here. We'll get track crews off of the racing surface, and then we'll get them going back to racing action. Your race leader is currently the 44, Zoe Chastain. The 24 of Aaliyah McDaniel runs second right now. Your flagman showing them 1 to go this time around. We are going to go green out of the next turn. Looks like our driver is going to go double file on the restart this time. Zoe Chastain opting to take the high side on the restart here. That will put Aaliyah McDaniel to the inside of the front row once again. This time out of turn 4. Once again, a very slow pace out of Chastain. We are going to go green flag this time at the cone. Green flag out and waving for your Speedway kart heat race number 2. Zoe Chastain once again able to get a great launch on the start. She is able to clear the 24 and retake the lead back down on the bottom. Aaliyah McDaniel still very loose fighting that car. The 24 not handling the way that young lady would like it to be. A little bit better corner that time for her. She is able to... if she could be able to keep that thing planted down low, she would be able to wheel in on her sister. She is, if you look at them, there is a little bit more speed out of the 24 on the straightaways, but the 44 just so much faster through the corners. Zoe Chastain up in the front, smooth, fast, and in a hurry. She's running away from the field right now. Aaliyah McDaniel still giving it everything she has to try to run down the 44. Zoe Chastain, lap after lap, starting to space her advantage. She is now a full straightaway ahead of the 24 of McDaniel. This time around, we are halfway down, 6 to go for Zoe Chastain in the 44. Aaliyah McDaniel in the 24, still trying to run her back down. Zoe Chastain very, very smooth on the inside of the racing surface. Driving like a seasoned veteran in that car right now. Ooh, trouble out of turn 4 for the 24 McDaniel once again. She's able to keep it pointed the right direction. We will stay clean and green. Now the advantage for the 44 of Chastain has stretched to over a half-track advantage. Zoe Chastain is driving crazy right now. The fast lap from the 44 she just turned in, and 1-1-8-1-1. Zoe Chastain around again goes the 24 McDaniel. Caution flag is out once again. We will have a green-white checkered shootout this time around. That is the second caution for the 24 of McDaniel in that heat race. Your flagman showing them 1 once again. We are going to go back to double file restart this time. That might actually benefit the 24 of McDaniel. Aaliyah McDaniel might be able to win this heat race still. We are going green out of turn 4 this time. Zoe Chastain has the pace and the start. The 44 will be able to be your leader at the cone. Green flag back out and waving once again. Zoe Chastain once again, a good start. Better start this time though for the 24 McDaniel. She's able to hang with the 44 a whole lot better this time. Both drivers able to keep it planted down low through the corner. White flag out for Zoe Chastain in the 44. One more trip around the speedway for Zoe Chastain. Into turn 3, out of turn 4. Zoe Chastain will win the second heat race as well. Aaliyah McDaniel finishes right there with her in the second position though. We have one more heat race on the card for you race fans right before we roll into our main event action. We are going to have one more run of the WPCK karts to run their heat race. Through the lineups on this one. On the inside of the front row is going to be the number 25 of Mike Barlow, your fast qualifier. To his outside in the number 34, that is Allie McDaniel. Inside of row number 2 is going to be the 56 of Caden Marentate to the inside of the second row. Outside of him will be the 21 of Tim Freer. Inside of the back row will be the number 3 of Taylor Cron. And outside of the back row will be the number 173 of Eli Finn. We do have a scratch on the field for this heat race. Larry Baker unable to make the start for this race. Barlow and McDaniel this time going to bring him to green. McDaniel will have the start in the 34. She is the outside front row car. They have the pace and the start. Green flag coming out this time. Allie McDaniel, a good jump on the start. She's able to get ahead of the field there. She will clear Barlow by a lot. Allie McDaniel, an excellent start. Now Eli Finn trying to make his way forward, starting on the back row. He is already to the outside. He's already fighting for fourth. Trouble once again for Allie McDaniel. All cars scrambling to not hit her. There is something going awry on the 34 of McDaniel. That car keeps jumping out of gear or something. Caution flag will come out. A lot of drivers scrambling to avoid the slowing down 34 there. Tim Freer went way off the racing surface. Mike Barlow spun to avoid. That was good heads-up driving from every single one of our drivers to not have any contact on the outside of that wreck there. Your race leader after that is now going to be the 25 of Mike Barlow. Barlow and Marentate going to share the front row, this time out of turn 4. We are going green this time by. Mike Barlow now with a good start. He will be able to outstart his son in the 56. Caden Marentate going to fight back with his dad. Tim Freer trying to get inside of the trouble for Freer. Freer off the pace one now. He's able to get it back going. He's going to fight back with the 3 of Cron. Allie McDaniel in the 34 after that incident. Once again, the 34 of Allie McDaniel having trouble. The 34 car going to make her way to the infield. Something awry on the 34 of McDaniel. Marentate now trying to get all over the back bumper of his dad in the 25. Caden Marentate puts a bumper to the 25 of Mike Barlow. Mike Barlow still your race leader. He's holding off his son in the 56. Caden Marentate now a big run down to the inside of his dad in the 56. Marentate looking very fast in the early stages of tonight's racing program. Caden Marentate now your race leader. Mike Barlow trying to fight back on the inside. Big push out of the 173 of Finn. That'll put him back in the clutches of Cron and Freer. Mike Barlow now trying to make a run down to the inside of Caden Marentate in the 56. Marentate slams the door on him. Caden Marentate in the 56 will retain the race lead. 25 of Barlow right there with him. Tim Freer trying everything he can to get past the 3 of Cron. Up front though, Caden Marentate, Mike Barlow starting to run away with this thing. Those two drivers racing very hard for this win in the heat race. Freer able to get down underneath the 3 of Cron. Now Tim Freer moving up through the field. Tim Freer once again looks to be off the pace a little bit. The 3 of Cron able to get by him. Trouble all over the track for these drivers. Tim Freer is off the pace. 2 laps to go this time around. Caden Marentate now starting to get a bit of an advantage over his dad in the 25. Mike Barlow still trying everything he can to get back to the 56. White flag out for Caden Marentate. Marentate will lead the last lap. Then it's Barlow, Finn, and Cron. Caden Marentate into 3 and 4. Very smooth out of the turn 4. He will pick up the second heat race win as well. Mike Barlow second. Eli Finn third, and Taylor Cron will round out the field in 4th. We will give these drivers a few more minutes to get their cars back to running order, and then we will come back to you with main event action shortly here. Rolling now into our main event action. Your first main up is going to be the Speedway Kart Division. On the inside of the front row is going to be Zoe Chastain. To her outside in the number 24 is Aaliyah McDaniel. Going green this time by for 20 laps out of turn number 4 this time by. Your flagman looking them over. They're going to be bumper to bumper at the cone. McDaniel and Chastain going to go for 20 laps. We are going green flag out and waving. McDaniel, a great start in the 24. She's going to be able to get the early lead going down into turn number 1. A little bit loose. That'll allow open the door for Chastain to come right there. Side by side through 3 and 4. Zoe Chastain going to take the lead on lap 1. Aaliyah McDaniel drifts a little high that time. That car still pushing a little bit hard for the 24 of McDaniel. Aaliyah McDaniel, you can see visible frustration with the car's handling. Meanwhile, Zoe Chastain is going to continue what she's done all night long. McDaniel again with some handling issues coming out of turn 2. She is struggling with that cart in that corner. Dry track conditions not working to the favor of Aaliyah McDaniel tonight. Zoe Chastain, though, out front running away with this race. She has already stretched her advantage to over a straightaway over the 24 McDaniel. Zoe Chastain driving very, very well down on the bottom side of the racetrack, as she has been all night long. Aaliyah McDaniel a little, trouble for McDaniel. She's going to go off the top of turn number 4. Caution flag will wave out in turn 4. Aaliyah McDaniel once again stuck on the entrance to the track there. Track crew is running now to get the 24 McDaniel pushed back onto the racing surface. We are 4 down, 16 laps to go. McDaniel back on the racing surface. She will she will join her sister right behind in the second position. Chastain up front she has been running very smooth all night long. She's been incredibly consistent. She will take the outside on the start. Her sister in the 24 will take the inside starting position. We're going to go green out of turn 4 this time around. McDaniel and Chastain side by side into the restart zone. Zoe Chastain has the start, though. The 44 car going to get the green flag. She's going to bring the 24 with her. Good start for both of these young ladies going into turn 1. Zoe Chastain good and clear of her sister down the backstretch. Aaliyah McDaniel now getting that car handling a little better. She's able to stay right there with the 44. Now the 24 has a chance to keep herself in this race. Again, a little bit of handling issues out of the 24. Something in that 44 car working very, very well down on the bottom as she is lap after lap able to stretch her advantage. The 24 McDaniel still right there in second, though. Zoe Chastain running out front, hard, fast, and in a hurry. She is starting to walk away once again. At this point in the race, the fast lap is once again Zoe Chastain has turned in 11.736. Every race that these young ladies hit the track, they managed to increase their previous best speeds. Zoe Chastain did just turn her fastest lap she has turned all night long. The 44 car, Zoe Chastain, very, very fast in this division. Aaliyah McDaniel still right there in second place. She's giving it everything she has to try to catch back up to the 44. Zoe Chastain, though, now a half-track advantage over the 24 of McDaniel. The 44 car, Zoe Chastain, is sticking incredibly well to this racing surface. She seems to have excellent throttle control, and she's got that car doing exactly what she wants it to be doing. Aaliyah McDaniel now starting to get that car a bit more underneath her. That car is sticking to the ground a whole lot better. Zoe Chastain, though, is still continuing to stretch her advantage every lap. She is now almost a 3/4 lap advantage over the 24 McDaniel. Aaliyah McDaniel, very good lap that time around. She's able to go. She gets her best lap of the race, too, with a 1:2.979. Aaliyah McDaniel starting to get her best laps. Oh, around goes the 24 once again at the top of turn 4. Yellow is out once again. We should be able to get it going pretty quick this time, though, as she is able to get it whipped back around. We are 14 laps down, 6 to go in this 20-lap feature event. It has been all Zoe Chastain up front since the drop of the green flag. The 24 McDaniel, though, now has another opportunity to be right there with the 44. We will be going 1 to go this time at the flag stand. We are going to go green flag out of turn 4 next time. Zoe Chastain in the 44 has the pace and the start. She will get the jump on the green flag as soon as they come into the restart zone. Side by side down into the backstretch. Very slow pace out of the 44 of Chastain. McDaniel trying to get a little bit of advantage tactics going there. She's winding it up, trying to get a jump on her sister there. Trying not to catch her sleeping. The 44 of Chastain going to go green this time in the restart zone. Green flag is back out and waving. Very good start for both these young ladies. McDaniel now able to stay to the inside of the 44. Zoe Chastain, though, able to get clear of her going down into the backstretch. Chastain going to shut the door on the 24. She will have the lead going into the front stretch. Aaliyah McDaniel there in the 24, still able to stay with the 24 this restart, though. The 44 Chastain and the 24 McDaniel still right there together. 24 McDaniel is not letting Chastain get out of her sight right this time. She wants this win as bad as the 44 wants to win. Zoe Chastain, though, once again, smooth on the bottom. She is back out in front and starting to run away with it once again. We are 16 down, 4 to go this time around, 17 down. Zoe Chastain 3 laps away from a main event victory on Lil Willy if she can hold off her sister in the 24. This time, 2 laps remain for the 44 of Zoe Chastain. Aaliyah McDaniel still right there, not letting her get out of her sight too far this time. This time out of turn number 4, the 44 of Zoe Chastain will see the white flag waving. One more trip around Willamette Speedway for Zoe Chastain in the 44. That young lady in the 44 driving an incredibly smooth race. Out of turn 4, Zoe Chastain in the 44 will sweep the night in the rookie kart division. Aaliyah McDaniel will finish in the 2nd position for Speedway Karts. A good race right there for those 2 young ladies. We have one more main event on the card for you this evening, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be our WPCK Cage Kart Division. I'll take you through the lineup. Starting on the inside of the front row in the number 3, sponsored by Pete's Painting and Remodeling, S&T Cron Racing. That is Taylor Cron. To his outside in the number 28, sponsored by Lawn Rich LLC, Sam's Place. Want to give a special shout out to his crew chief, Kellen, the Moxie Media, the Moxie Motorsports driver. That is Larry Baker in the 28. Inside of row number 2, in the number 25, he was your fast qualifier this evening. That is going to be Mike Barlow. Outside of row number 2, in the 21, sponsored by Albany Toyota and dipped by Liz, that is going to be Tim Freer. Inside row number 3, in the number 34, sponsored by Papa Tony, that is going to be Allie McDaniel. To the outside of row number 3, in the number 173, sponsored by Misguided Racing, Plug Ugly Designs, and Rose Hill Ranch, that is Eli Finn. And starting on the back row, all by himself, in the number 56, that is Caden Marentate. 40 laps of racing action for the WPCK Cage Karts. We are showing them one at the flag stand this time. Baker and Cron on the front row together. Larry Baker in the 28 will have the start. So as soon as they get into the restart zone, Larry Baker will have the choice to jump to get the start going. Very, very slow pace out of the 28 of Baker going down the backstretch. Him and Cron will bring the field to green this time out of turn number 4. Terrible for Taylor Cron immediately. The 3 car not able to make the green flag. We are going to call off the start to see if we can get the 3 car rolling again. Taylor Cron in the 3 car, immediate problems for that racer. Track crew's going to work on the number 3 car, trying to get his car restarted. They got the little fire gun ready to go. They're going to try to get him fired back up. Taylor Cron taking the steering wheel off. Looks like he will not be making the start on this race. That will move Mike Barlow, your fast qualifier, to the inside of the front row in the 25. Now your front row looks like Mike Barlow on the inside of the front row. Larry Baker to his outside. Allie McDaniel, Tim Freer, Caden Marentate, and Eli Finn in the back of the pack. Larry Baker will have the start once we get to the cone at the inside of turn 4. This time around, Baker and Barlow going to bring him to green flag. 40 laps of WPCK cage kart action underway. Good start for the 173 of Finn. He tried to make a move on the outside. Little bobble out of the 21 of Freer. Meanwhile, Mike Barlow, Allie McDaniel making her way up to the second position. Caden Marentate from the inside of the back row is now fighting Larry Baker for the third position. Keep your eyes on that 56 car. He has been very fast all night long. Marentate to the inside of the 28 of Baker. Now, Caden Marentate able to make his way up to third. Baker a little bit high. He's going to lose another position to the 21 of Freer. McDaniel and Barlow side by side for the race lead. Allie McDaniel will be your race leader on the front stretch. Allie McDaniel in the 34 has been fighting that car all night long. She's able to take the lead away from Mike Barlow, who will now fight back on the bottom as she drifts a little high. Still, good race for your race lead. Now, the 173 of Finn trying to get to the inside of the 28 of Baker. Allie McDaniel able to space her advantage over the 25 of Barlow just a bit. Mike Barlow and Caden Marentate trying to close in on that 34 to see if they can take the lead away from her. Tim Freer fourth. Big dive from the 173 of Finn. He's going to get to the inside of the 28 of Baker. Eli Finn moving forward now to the 5th position. He's going to drift high. That'll open the door again for the 28 of Baker. These two drivers in the back of the pack. Meanwhile, Mike Barlow gets a big dive to the inside of the 34. He's going to bring his son in the 56 with him. Allie McDaniel once again off the pace. Now Mike Barlow, your race leader. He's got under heavy fire from the 25 of Marentate. Eli Finn in this 173 appears to also be off the pace. Trouble for the 173 car of Eli Finn. That car not running like it's supposed to. Caden Marentate now mounting a charge on the 25 of Mike Barlow. Barlow still running the bottom line, holding his own right there. Eli Finn's off the pace, staying on the racing surface. He will now make his way down the front stretch. That will leave us with 5 race car drivers on the racing surface for the remainder of this race. We are 10 down, 30 to go. Caden Marentate, a little bobble. That'll allow us a gap for Mike Barlow. Allie McDaniel, also a little bit of a bobble. That'll open up the door a bit for Tim Freer in the 21. Larry Baker still out there running in the 5th position in the 28. Baker, one of the few drivers in the field with multiple feature wins this year to his credit. Mike Barlow still holding his own right up front. He's got Caden Marentate right on his back bumper. These two drivers have been the guys to watch all night long. We'll see if they can keep on the show. Allie McDaniel now starting to make a close in on Caden Marentate in the 56. She's bringing Tim Freer with her. The field once again starting to bunch back up. This could make things interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This time around, 15 down, 25 laps remaining for your WPCK cage karts. Mike Barlow still your race leader up front. Caden Marentate giving it everything he has to try to get past the 25. Marentate and Barlow still 1-2. McDaniel and Freer closing in on them though. The fastest car on the racing surface is actually the number 34 of Allie McDaniel. She turned a 1:13.343 last lap time around. Marentate and Barlow still right there. Larry Baker showing signs of smoke out of the 28 car. Trouble for that. Looks like trouble for the driver that's had multiple feature wins. Larry Baker will make his way to the infield on the front stretch. That'll leave us with 4. These four drivers, though, have been the ones to watch all night long, ladies and gentlemen. Caden Marentate with a bumper to the back of the 25. Marentate is there. He's trying everything he has to get past the 25 of Barlow. Mike Barlow holding a very strong line, though, down on the very bottom of the racing surface. Caden Marentate a little lower this time. Barlow drifts a little high. That'll open the door a bit for Caden Marentate. Allie McDaniel right there with them as well, waiting for a mistake from either of these two drivers. Mike Barlow holding off the 56 of Marentate. Here comes Allie McDaniel. She has now joined the party. We have a 3-car battle for the race lead up front. Marentate still right behind the 25. Caden Marentate trying anything he can find to get past that 25 car. Mike Barlow driving a very good line. These three drivers up front putting on a show, ladies and gentlemen. This time around, 25 laps down, 15 laps remaining for your WPC cage karts. Now Mike Barlow leaving a bit of a hole. That'll open up the door for Caden Marentate. He has to hit the binders. That'll allow Allie McDaniel to be right there with him as well. Your top 3 cars underneath a blanket. 1, 2, 3 down through the corner. Barlow once again drifts high. That'll open the door for Marentate. Marentate again has to hit the binders and not get into the 25. McDaniel still right there trying to get on the outside of the 56. Now Tim Freer in the 21 is caught up to the pack. All 4 drivers on the racing surface are putting on a great show right now. It could go any direction. Marentate once again tries to get down low of the 25. He has the inside now. Contact between the 25 and the 56. Oh, trouble for Marentate. Contact between your race leaders. Beating and banging. Three drivers racing for one hole that did not exist. Contact happened between the 25, the 34, and the 56. We are trying to figure out who got into who. Race officials deliberating to see what was the cause of that race. That race was. We will leave all the drivers right where they are. Race officials looking at replays to see who was the cause of that caution. 3 drivers went for one hole that was too small for one cart.
I think the 34 went in hot.
Race officials determining that the 34 of Allie McDaniel was the cause of that caution. She got into the 25 of Barlow and sent him around. Lineup is looking correct. We're going to show him one this time out of turn number 4. Mike Barlow retains the race lead. Caden Marentate is right there with him. Those 2 drivers have been duking it hard all race long. Does Caden Marentate in the 56 have anything for the 25 of Barlow? Can Tim Freer play a little bit of a spoiler as he starts on the outside of the second row? Allie McDaniel herself also still right there in the mix. All 4 of these drivers could win this race on any corner. We are going to go green out of turn 4 this time by. Mike Barlow going to lead him to it. Good restart for the 21 of Freer. He's going to go to the outside of Caden Marentate in the 56. Now Tim Freer going to try for second down the backstretch. He's going to slam the door on the 56 of Marentate. Tim Freer in the 21 now going from 4th to 2nd on that restart. Allie McDaniel again off the pace. Trouble still for that driver. Now Tim Freer right behind the 25 of Barlow. We are 31 down, 9 laps remaining in this feature. Mike Barlow now under heavy fire from the 21 of Tim Freer. Was Tim Freer just saving his equipment to get to the end of this race? 40 laps is a very long time on these go-kart tires. It looks like Tim Freer may have saved his equipment for the end. Mike Barlow still holding that line down on the bottom. Freer, though, right there with him. He is on the outside of the 25. Little high that time through 3 and 4. That'll allow the 25 to get away from him down the backstretch. Mike Barlow still your race leader, coming to 6 laps to go. Mike Barlow, Tim Freer, Caden Marente all under a blanket. Allie McDaniel trying to close back in. Mike Barlow under heavy fire from both the 56 and the 21. He has not wavered, though, a veteran driver behind the wheel of that 25. Mike Barlow knows his way around not facing pressure. Now Caden Marente going to try to get back to the inside of the 21 of Freer. Marente with a little bit of an elbow to the 21. That'll open the door for Allie McDaniel. She's going to go 3 wide down the backstretch. The 34 of Allie McDaniel now going to take second place on lap number 37. Great racing all over the racing surface between these drivers. Allie McDaniel is on absolute rails right now, ladies and gentlemen. 2 to go this time by. Does Allie McDaniel have anything for Mike Barlow? The young lady in the number 34 car. She's going to try to get him. Allie McDaniel has come alive in these last 2 laps. White flag is out and waving. She has a chance to get him. She's on the outside of the 25. Allie McDaniel right there. Down to 3 and 4 in the last lap. Out of turn number 4. Who's going to get it? It's going to be the 25 of Mike Barlow, going to be your feature winner. Allie McDaniel right there with a photo finish. That was a great finish, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Barlow with the feature win. Allie McDaniel second. Caden Marente and Tim Freer rounding out your racing order. What a finish, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we call racing.
I was left in the fast lane, racing on a track with nothing to show. The dust kept flying, feel the fire grow. Gray skies rolling, but we're good to go. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel you're already there? And if you close your eyes, do you feel the speed in the air? I'm ready to race, we're never gonna quit. Caught up in the thrill of the ride, we won't miss. We'll have it, we're taking the lead tonight. Running full throttle, let's light up the sky. We'll have it, come on, yes please. Racing fast, feel the breeze. We're the ones you need. No one's faster, come and see. We're burning rubber, feeling alive. Through the turns, we keep it wild. Dust is